name is Jennifer Cancino. I'm a junior and I go to Plainfield South High School. I am on the green crew and I think we're gonna win, so you should just be ready. Before I came to NXT, I was really scared of going to church because I was not really this religion. I was a different religion before. So Breakaway was my first experience at this church. I kind of didn't know anything about Breakaway, so I just went to just because it sounded fun, and I went and it was just so fun because it just changed my whole perspective about church. Like, I didn't expect church to be like this, and Breakaway just totally changed my life. Since the first Breakaway was a really huge experience for me, I thought that I should just take the next step for it. And then Pastor Steve talked about reading the Bible in a whole year. So then when he said it, I just said, okay, what about now it's my time to commit to something, just as how God was committing to me last year. So then I started reading the Bible and I made a promise to God, and that's how I started reading it every single day and non-stopping. Well, I was kind of scared because when school started, like that week, I started just thinking, how am I gonna have time for this? I mean, I don't know how to make time for it because I have everything just under control. It started becoming harder and harder because it was more readings, and I was like, well, I don't want to give up because it's God, the one I made a promise to. So I mean, he's the God of everything, so I didn't want to just give up and show him that I don't keep my promises. So then I kept going, and then and I started like doing homework even late because I wanted to read it. But it was just like God will stop the time just for me to finish it and stuff, and it was just really amazing. But I know myself, and I know that I'll probably just, if I don't read it one day, the next day I'm just gonna see that it's a lot to read, so I'm not gonna read it anymore. So these 2 times were RD week, because in RD week you have to stay up for a long time and you have a busy schedule. And so it was like midnight, and then I was like, I haven't read my Bible, and I was just feeling like I had to read it. So then at midnight I was reading it, and then the other day was because I had to go to the emergency room, and I didn't bring my Bible with me because it was just an emergency and I wasn't prepared for it. Luckily, it was the hospital where it was a Catholic hospital. So then I asked the nurses for a Bible, and they gave me one, but it was just like the New Testament Bible. So then I just read part of the reading, but I did finish reading it. Like at the beginning, it became like a fear, like if I wouldn't read the Bible, I'd be like, oh, I'm failing God, and I would feel guilty for not reading it. And then because I, like, through the time when I was reading it, I started falling in love with him. So, like, it was more like I would read it because I wanted to fall, like, in love with him, you know? And whenever I would read, like, things that I didn't even know they were in the Bible, I would almost, like, kiss my Bible. I'll be like, wow, like, really? Like, I was missing all this much, you know? Every day that I would read it, the reading part that I will have every day, it will always connect to my day. So just in like little things, you know. So it will say like, I don't know, like be strong in the Lord, and then I will have a bad day that day, and then I will remember those words to be like, oh yeah, like I have to be strong. And I will start seeing like holy things in different people because I will understand that they're made by a holy God. And then like it was just not the same to see like other people, because I would just see them with love, and I would like have compassion for them because I will understand that Jesus had compassion on me and everything. It helped me on my worship time too, because I will worship him more, and like I will praise him, and I will have like more reasons to like thank him of like who he is and everything. Looking back to it, I feel like it was really challenging because I never ever thought that I was gonna commit to something that much. Like I never committed to anything, and I never even read any chapter in the Bible, like never completely, just like verses or something that I will memorize, but never really read it. Now I wanna commit to like tell other people about it. And so now when people ask me about things about like what God really did for us, I can just throw verses to them and tell them like what happened, like what really happened, you know. My whole family was affected by it, and this year, January 1st, for New Year's, they made the goal that they're gonna read the Bible just like me. So they asked me for all the Bible 10 reading, and now I give it to them, and now they're reading it too. So now I want to learn I want to memorize every verse in the gospel. So then every year I'm gonna read it, and then go Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and then go back Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, until I read it all. Maybe this is the first time that you are thinking to commit to read the Bible, but then you think it again and you're like, well, should I? Well, I say you should do it, because really it helps you a lot, and God is always there for you, always. So when you feel like you're gonna give up, just don't give up. And if you did it last year and you just stopped because you didn't have time or anything, I encourage you to keep doing it, because God will make a time. You just have to just pray about it and then say, well, God, I don't feel like I have time, and then He will make a time for you, because if I did it, you can do it too. We're all equal and we're all the same, because we're all His daughters and His sons. So I say you should do it.